This week, Traitor President Davis tells Johnson not one step backwards. Although, I know you've been doing it all the last year is retreating backwards in the West, but not another step. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy on this very cold evening as Prospector Johnny. And Johnny, it's a good thing that this week nothing happens because it's cold.
Thank God.
And I don't want to do this right now.
Yep.
We're gonna wrap it up.
All right. So we shell some places, a couple skirmishes. South does nothing. North does nothing. Everything's fine, and the war is still going on. That's it for this week in Historic Hindsight. Thanks.
Yeah, pretty much. Johnny, this week's going to open up with a little more energy than the past few weeks. On January 8th, David O. Dodd is going to be executed as a Confederate spy in Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. Well, all right. So you you come out. No, nothing happens this week. Except this dude was executed.
We do execute.
He's a spy.
Yeah.
Now I will remind you, another spy that we caught
we let her go.
Was released and just sent back to the South and told, "Don't do that again. This one we kill though."
Yeah, so, that was like her second time being caught too. So
Well,
don't worry about it. Johnny, the dirty rebels in the area aren't exactly thrilled with that, and Traitor President Davis is going to finally write back to the North Carolina governor. Remember him? A couple of weeks ago, he was like, can we please sue for peace because I can't get my civilians in line anymore because they're done with this shit. Yep. He's going to write back. He's going to say, and I quote here, "I cannot see how the mere material obstacles are to be surmounted. However, the struggle must continue until the enemy is beaten out of his vain confidence in our subjugation. Then and not until then will it be possible to treat of peace." Which is hilarious because you're not winning at this point. You're losing on all fronts. You've lost a whole crap ton of ground. You've lost multiple states. I don't think the Union's going to be able to be beaten to submission.
No. It sounds... This is... is he that delusional, or is this just... So. He's just flapping his lips? Like, it's one of the two, like...
One of the two. On the 9th, Johnny, Traitor President Davis is going to warn his commanders in Alabama, Georgia, and Mississippi that there were reports that Admiral Farragut, remember him? He's the kind of the hero naval commander that we got. Admiral Farragut is going to be planning an attack on Mobile, Alabama. On the 10th, the federal blockade is going to seize multiple blockade runners and then promptly lose the USS Iron Age when it accidentally rams aground near Lockwood's Folly Inlet in South Carolina, and then is subsequently shelled by Confederate shore batteries, and then we lose it.
Yeah. So, that will happen if you just become a sudden sitting duck
not moving
on their, outside of in their range, I guess. You're gonna get it.
On the 11th, Johnny, the federal blockade is going to respond to the loss of the USS Iron Age by capturing 2 more blockade runners off the coast of Florida and forcing 2 others ashore and burning them at Lockheed's Folly, right where the Iron Age was lost. They find 2 and they fucking burn it.
Burn like the supplies, they get
No, they burn the whole ship. No, they didn't even do that. They just burn the ships, burn them.
Okay.
We don't need the supplies, Johnny. They need the supplies. We don't need them.
Well, no, right. That's what I'm saying. But you get the folks off, right? Because these are
they're pirates, Johnny. We don't care about pirates.
Okay. Well.
Also, a John B. Henderson of Missouri is going to propose a joint resolution in the U.S. Senate to create a 13th Amendment to abolish slavery. Now, this is obviously the only first step that it would take to create an amendment. You got to get 2/3 states to sign off on it, along with all Congress, Senate, all that fun stuff. You got to
now,
but this is proposition.
This is beyond their expansion. Right? This is
complete abolishment of slavery.
Not abolishing for new states or anything else.
No, this is
whole South.
The amendment is the proposed amendment is to abolish slavery in its entirety. Slavery will not be legal inside the borders of the United States.
No, does that even apply to the northern states?
Yeah, northern states, southern states, in secession, all of the states.
This is those northern slave states are not going to like that. They've been
probably not going to like it. It's a good thing
they've been getting this sweet deal for a while. Boy.
Again, first step is a long.
Yeah, I know. Nothing. This isn't going to happen, so it's fine.
Oddly, on the 12th, we have some international news, Johnny. Two warring factions in the Matamoros, Mexico, are creating such hostile environment that U.S. federal troops have to be sent down to protect and remove the U.S. consul L. Pierce. So our ambassador in the area is having to be rescued because there are two warring factions in Mexico.
We have to spend our resources going to Mexico to rescue some dude?
Yeah.
The day after we just set a ship on fire with a bunch of other dudes?
Yeah, but this dude is more important because this dude's loyal to us. So I guess that's
okay.
I don't know. I don't have any answers for you anymore at all.
All right, so we rescued some dude from Mexico.
Yep.
Who apparently lost control over whatever area he was.
Well, he's just he's just an ambassador. He's not.
Then what's he doing getting caught up in the middle of it?
Well, I mean, when the whole city all of a sudden's up in flames, I guess.
Seems like you should see that coming.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe this guy needs to be retired.
The 13th, Johnny, we're going to see Traitor President Davis issuing General Joseph E. Johnston an essential order of essentially not one more step backwards. You're going to defend your area, and you're going to defend it with your life and not give up any more ground. Also, Lincoln is going to encourage military governor Major General Quincy Gilmore to establish a Reconstruction-loyal government in Louisiana. Hey, we've had Louisiana under our control for the majority of this time now, so let's have some elections.
Start bringing
a pro-union government.
I got a theory on why Traitor President Davis said no steps back. He doesn't want his own citizens anymore. He can't afford to feed them.
Yeah, maybe.
He's like, no, you stay there. You don't come back here. Yeah. You go there, you stay, and you either win or you die. Yeah. It's up to you.
Either way, I don't gotta feed you.
Either way, if you come back here, you're gonna die because I can't feed you. We don't have the supplies.
Johnny, at the week's gonna end on the 14th with Traitor President Davis telling Johnson, hey, in addition to the no step backwards, could you also send troops to Mobile, Alabama, and northern Mississippi? They kind of need them. Because I got nobody else to send.
Don't come back, but
I mean, we'd ask Robert E. Lee, but he refuses to send any troops outside of Virginia. So, can you send some troops? That's it this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We talk about all kinds of fun things, like the Irish potato famine, where the English responded so well that only 1 million Irishmen died, and women and children.